Hi, I'm Dr. Cher, and I want to share with you a story today about a client of mine. And the reason I'm sharing this story is that it demonstrates the importance of one of the key principles that you need in order to achieve what I refer to as body freedom. By that, I mean freedom in the body, losing weight, but having a body that you feel great in, you look great in, freedom in your mind. So you're freed up from the kind of that albatross of worrying about weight and diets and clothes and worried about the control food has over you in your life, and freedom in your lifestyle, reaching the point where you have that flexibility. You're eating well, you like eating well, but you have flexibility. You don't have to be really uptight about your food, and all of that, so you can enjoy life, but at the same time maintain your health and wellness. So that's body freedom, right? Freedom in your body, mind, lifestyle. In order to achieve that, obviously losing weight is one element of that, but it's really how you go about it and the approach you use that will make a difference as to whether you achieve body freedom, or is it just weight loss, some weight loss, maybe not, but let's say you lose weight, but actually can you maintain it? Can you have that flexibility in your lifestyle? Can you have that freedom in your mind? So with this client of mine, her journey really demonstrates one of the key principles, and she sets a great example of this and the significance of it, and why the 5 principles that are necessary to include to reach body freedom, why this one is a critical part of it. And I'm nicknaming her the Galloping Grandma, because when she came to me, she was not galloping. She was carrying an extra 40 pounds. Her lifestyle was such that generally they were trying to live a more active lifestyle, very active, early retirement, cottaging, skiing, doing all sorts of stuff, active family, had grandchildren. She wanted to be able to keep up with them, but found that her weight just didn't like how she looked and felt, but in particular, the achy joint, just feeling heavy, like this lifestyle that she wanted to embrace, meaning being active and healthy, was just becoming more and more difficult. She just didn't have the energy. The mobility was being affected. So it was partly looks, but also the bigger picture. And in particular, though, with their lifestyle, she wanted to have some flexibility, particularly because of the lifestyle with some skiing and cottaging. She didn't want to be stuck where she lost weight, but then she couldn't do any of it at all. Like, just had to be sort of completely rigid. So when she met with me, this is a while ago, she was referred to me by a family member, was working with her, and she did very well. So she ended up losing, she did sort of a cycle and a bit with me. But the result was she lost her 40 pounds. She did it 1 round. This is the interesting part. So she did it 1 round with me, which was 10 weeks. And that's when she lost close to 30 pounds, and which was fantastic. And the thing was, she felt amazing, right? She's like, she'd never felt better. Energy, could move, activity, all of that, just so thrilled. The thing was, her concern, and I totally understood this, was could she keep it off? Could she actually do this and have that sweet spot of some flexibility, a little overindulgence on the weekend, but be able to maintain? Because she had seen her experience, typically she hadn't been overweight at a younger age, but she had seen the slow creep, and so she was very worried. She'd seen how 3 pounds becomes 5, becomes 8, becomes 10. So she wanted to know, okay, I've done this, that's great, but can I maintain it? And can I maintain it and still find that nice sweet spot in my lifestyle? So so for that reason, she did 1 cycle of my program, which is 10 weeks, lost the just shy of 30 pounds, and then wanted to take a break to maintain, just to prove it. She could do it, and she could still have a lifestyle she enjoyed. Now, as a result, she actually was able to, in fact, it was about 6 or 7 months. So she went through summer holidays, she went through the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that, and it was beautiful. She was able to maintain pretty steady. Sometimes she could overdo it a bit, and then because the thing was, she was able to bring it back down. And this is the principle. The principle here that I want to emphasize here is the power and the importance of having course correction strategies. This is something I teach, and so it's because of the method I use with weight loss. But when you're losing weight, you want to know that, do you have a handle on how to make little corrections? Because life happens, and even when you're maintaining, things happen. It could be by choice. It could be for other reasons, like a pandemic or something, and you see that, oh geez, I'm kind of going up a bit in weight. What do I do to turn it around? And that's where a lot of people get tripped up. They don't always have those simple, clear-cut, structured strategies to be able to turn it around within a week. Because if you can catch a bit of a gain when it's a couple of pounds, 2-3 pounds, it can be, depending on the method you use, but it can be very easy to turn it around and you go back down. So you just do these little corrections. So overall, you're maintaining with little boop, 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 ups and downs. Because once we're over a certain age, and once we've had some weight gain, our bodies can be a little more prone to putting it on. Which doesn't mean we have to micromanage our food forever once we're past a certain age, but certainly we cannot get away with things the way we did when maybe we're in our 20s, where you could overindulge and it just would sort of naturally correct without putting any sort of structured approach to it all. Once we're a bit older and we've had some weight gain before, then we're a little more vulnerable to it. So this principle, there are 5 principles that I talk about is the path and what are necessary to have body freedom. This one is called course correction. And having clear-cut strategies that are simple, structured. Structure makes such a difference. Being loosey-goosey, like, oh, I'll cut back, I'll cut my carbs a bit, I'll just cut down on what I'm eating, I'll cut out the alcohol, may not be enough to kind of get the loss that you need to have happen. And so anyway, so she was thrilled. And this is one thing specifically she really wanted to make sure that, as much as I talk about it, she really wanted to kind of test it out. So because she did, she saw she could maintain, she could go up a bit, she could bring it down, she felt completely empowered with this, could enjoy her lifestyle, could have a few extra things on some weekends, wasn't a big deal in the long run. Because of that, she came back, finished off, her ultimate goal is a total of 40 pounds, came back to a shorter segment, lost the last 10. And it's just thrilled, right? Thrilled, she feels great. So now she is the galloping grandma, right? She's out there, she can, do all sorts of stuff with her grandkids, very active retirement. And she's relaxed. She doesn't have to worry about it. She's not stressing about her food, stressing about any of it. She really wanted to be able to put that behind her. And as a result, she's been able to do that. So always consider, what are your course corrections? Do you have a way to do it? Do you have any clue how to do it? So you get away from this all or nothing thing where it's you're on a diet or gaining weight and there's no in between. So it is possible, and it's something to seriously take into consideration when you're looking to lose weight. Okay, well listen, take care, and I'll be back again.